Hello and welcome back to my garage here in Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. Hope everybody's doing well. I have been a little bit busy here trying to keep things going, so let's see what we've got. So these two cars are left over from our last session. You have here the Mustang 2+2 special color, which I did kind of a chrome yellow. You may recall I originally tried it in like the chameleon paint, which made it look like day-old dried-out mustard. This looks like it's plated in copper, which it's gaudy, but I like it a lot. The car's done. The engine is completely set up. Something I want to point out here, the modders do a much better job of detailing the insides of these things than some of the actual in-game cars do. That Salem Spectre that I had last time, the interior of the engine compartment was like just flat panels, and the engine kind of sat in it. This looks organic, like it was built, like the way it was built, you know. But anyway, this one, it's not special otherwise, except for the special color, and this one is almost $500,000. So $487,000. That's why I bothered to do those. This, of course, is the Bugatti, the EB110. Yeah, this is the SS Lit edition. It has a carbon fiber body parts. The engine is the Pagani engine from the Joyera. It's a twin-turbo beast of an engine. This thing has like 1 million radiators too. It has two radiators back here, and it has 2 up there. When I was putting it together, I was like, whoa, there's more radiators in this thing than I thought, with one lonely intercooler back here in the back. But this car will basically pay for everything that I've done. The wheels are the ones that it came with, and I did them in black chrome because I thought it would look good with the carbon fiber. I'm not sure about that so much anymore. But this one is done, and it can go. I have no particular desire to keep it. And this one is over close to $3 million. Yeah, $2.8 million for this car. So that will pretty much pay for everything I feel like doing today. So I went to the junkyard after the last session just to look for anything interesting. And I actually found some cars I didn't already have, and one that I did. And there's a couple others that I had to stick in parking, which I hate to do, because I've got so much garbage in here. I'm trying to get it all out. And I want to try to find... I don't mean garbage in the sense that it's, literal garbage. It's just the stuff that I need to rebuild and sell to get it out of here, because I don't want to keep it all. Where's the other one? I can't remember. It must have gone... I think it was this car right here. Yeah, okay, so I found all 5 of these cars in the same junkyard, and I'm kind of bummed out that I wasn't recording, because it would have been very cool to show it all off. This is a Porsche 911 Carrera 4S, and I bought this one in the junkyard because it was a nice contrast to the one that I had before, which was one that I had bought at the auction house and paid $315,000 for. As you can see here, the value of this car right now is $53,000. I don't recall what I paid for it now, but this one will build out not very nicely, and it'll be worth a lot of money. And I much prefer to work on cars this way anyway. The same case will be with this one over here. This is a Dodge Viper, which you can see that I bought in the junkyard. Current value is $46,000. I think this goes for $500,000. I think when it's done, we'll find out. Is the factory color black? The current color is yellow, and the factory color is black. I have to see what that looks like when it's finished. But both of these are DLC cars that I've done multiple times. I picked them up, of course, because they're worth a lot of money. And then what we have over here, these are some mod cars that I have, pardon me, I've had these in my mod list for a while, and I've never actually seen them. So this here is a 1968 Dodge Dart Super Stock. And $7,040 bucks. This is a Dodge. It has an OHV Hemi engine in it, which we will stick with because why not? And I'm looking forward to this. It looks like a Roadrunner. It's shaped vaguely. It's shaped pretty much like a Roadrunner, but we'll see what that looks like. I'm going to do this one completely. And then we have here the two. These are both Camaros. Camaro Z28. Camaro Z28 25th anniversary. And this is a Camaro. No. Get out of there. No. This is just a regular. This is 86 Z28, 92 Z28. Yeah. So this is. I did a Camaro mod once before, and it was terrible. The mod was poorly put together, and it just looked awful. This one I have high hopes for, because it looks pretty decent as it sits. Though that looks weird. But anyway, I'm going to get to work on taking these apart, because I want to go ahead and do the body and frame and get these looking nice and clean before we dig into the actual reconstruction. And I'm going to work on this car. Well, I'm going to take all three of the ones that are on the lifts right now. I'm going to go ahead and at least fix the body and the body and the interior parts, just so I don't get tetanus by passing too close to them. Let's see, and it'll also, a nice thing about doing this is it helps show you where the body parts are. 'Cause some of the mods, some mods, the body parts. This is a real pain in the butt that this happens. Some mods, the body parts are hard to pick out because they'll use like a fender for a trim piece on the body, on the bottom edge of the frame or something. That's an unattractive color too. Ugh. And let's go ahead and clean up the Viper. I'll probably leave it that yellow. I have a Viper in my collection, so of course I don't need this one. Alright, so let's get in here. I think that's the Roadrunner steering wheel. And I'm still in the... you play a different game for a little bit and it totally messes you up. Get that out. And then clean out the engine compartment. That's interesting. They have the brake servo. They've got a this is the clutch master cylinder, and they've got the brake servo actually kind of sitting behind that. That's actually really good. I like that a lot. And we'll see if we can salvage any of these body parts. So, less than I hoped. Look at the Dodge Dart. We'll have to look at the Dodge Dart parts now. Look at that hood. Okay. Front end, left headlight, trunk, right fender. Go ahead and buy all the glass, because I know I'm going to need all of the glass. Was that the right headlight? I think it was. No, it was the left headlight. I should just buy all the body parts and be done with it. I guess I didn't buy the hood. Gotta go ahead and buy plates too. Oh god, that's... I wonder if I can get the shaker engine in there. I bet I can. So I don't have any doors. Front left door window. Why do I not have that? I thought I bought all the windows. So I need the right tail light. Wow, I thought I bought all the windows. Clearly not. And that battery should be all charged up. There we go. And all we have to deal with here is the servo and the radiator. And then I know I'm going to need... What's this other stuff? Charger, so it's all charger stuff. Rear left fender. Okay, I have to figure out what that is. Are those all charger seats? Really? Oh, there's no bench seat. Okay. The bench seat must be part of the mod. I kind of thought it would use the Roadrunner bench. Or there's just no back seat at all. Okay, so what the heck is the rear left fender? Pretty sure I bought one. Don't need that. These are leftover. Those are accidents. Dodge Dart rear left fender. Where do you go? I bet it's interior. I bet it's in the interior somehow. It's not that marker light. And it's not... This must be a race car because there's no back seat. I don't know what the heck that is. It's I don't see anything popping up. Front right fender. On some of these cars, it's like the radio antenna or something. I don't know. Or sometimes it's like the exhaust pipe, because they'll have the exhaust pipe as a part of the mod detail rather than an actual physical part. It's not any of those. Is it something that goes up here? I don't know. I'll have to try and figure that out later. I don't like this color. This is awful. What can we do? Is there any livery for it? I don't mind that. What was that one that had like the black hood and the black stripe? Give it some other color than this, though. Let's go with something like that, kind of a canary yellow. Make it look kind of like a bee. This is really bugging me that I cannot find that piece. Sorry about that pause there. I just had to go and stop my cat from getting into something. I swear sometimes I just want to kill him. You love a cat to death. And other times you just want to strangle them. I did the... I always tell people not to do that. Okay, rear muffler, middle muffler. Okay, what other exhaust pieces do we have here? V8 OHVB. Nope. Gotta get it from here. Okay, we're up to 21 grand now. That's not bad. And look at it from underneath, see if I can find where in the hell that one piece goes. This is really bugging me that I can't find that part. I wonder if it goes under something. Well, I mean, I took it off, so where the hell was it? Well, I could spend all day looking for the damn thing. It's got, yeah, it's definitely a race car. I just realized it has slicks on it. So we should be able to get a lot of power out of this, because we'll go ahead and stick with the OHV Hemi engine, and this should be an absolute beast. I'm gonna change these rims though, because the rims that they're using are like the Jeep Willys wheel, I think, and I have in mind a wheel that I think would be more appropriate. I really enjoy doing leaf spring rear ends. They're so easy. What else can I'm gonna go ahead and take off some other thing. Well, I might just go all the way. Take it all off. A lot of times what I do with these cars is I'll kind of make a point to taking off the things that I know I have to replace. The brake discs and pads, the tie rods, the sway bars, the springs. I'll take all that stuff off, because it's all junk. Can't repair any of it. Same thing with the bushings. All that stuff is going to have to come out. What's the other thing I'm thinking of? Those clutch parts. I mean, you can usually replace the clutch pressure. Usually you can repair the clutch pressure plate for some reason. I don't know why. You can repair that, but you can. But of course, I'm not going to reuse it because I'll be putting in all the performance parts. The hub bearings are not repairable. The hubs sometimes are. The knuckle covers, the suspension arms, all that stuff is potentially repairable. The cross member, maybe, hopefully. The steering rack. So we'll have to go through and clear out the stuff that we know we can't fix. I was going to say replace, but that was dumb. Gearbox. So not even going to bother. I'm just going to flush those pieces because I'm going to replace all of them. I mean, the bearing is not repairable anyway. I'll be replacing all the rest of the clutch. I think that was an OHV. Well, it wasn't. It was a V8 OHV, but I don't remember if it was OHV F. I think it was. Gearbox. Yep, OHVF. Only 10% on that. Might be able to repair it. And then I want to go through the bushings. I know there's going to be 4 small rubber bushings. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 smalls and 12 regulars. Okay, and we'll process the brakes. Usually you can repair, like, probably be able to repair this caliper and this cylinder and this caliper. I'm just going to nuke it all. It's just easier. And do all the tie rods as well at this point. So I need 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 ventilated for the front, 2 drums, 2 pads, 2 shoes, 2 cylinders, and we're all set there. 2 of each tie rod, and then we need the double wishbone shock absorber. There's going to be a rear shock, which I should, let's see, rear shock B, sway bar B. Those are all sway bar B. We will for certain need those. Okay, so I've got these replaced, so those can go away. And then we've replaced these. And what do I have left? 12% on those parts. I think we're down to, yeah, we're down to the potentially repairable stuff now. I think that did pretty well. I didn't see anything fail. It didn't repair anything that was below like 15% though. Okay, so it didn't repair the gearbox. That's a bummer. What do I need for leaf spring stuff? Leaf plate, leaf U-bolt. There was a front wheel hub and a wheel hub 4. And a leaf plate and a leaf U-bolt. That's four of those parts. A solid rear drive axle, front axle knuckle cover. I think there was a bottom suspension arm. Rear axle knuckle housing B. Okay, that is all of our mechanical parts. Replaced and or repaired. So now, these are all slick tires around the boy, I really cannot talk today. These are all slick tires around the car. 205 70 15. I think I'll go with what's the other one? That one. It was 205 70 15, I hope. Yeah. 255 7. Oh, look at that. 15s and 16s. 255 70 16. God, that was almost $4,000 for 2 tires. Alright, the rim that I want to use for this is either this one. No, I think I'm going to go with this one. So I'll need two of these at 16 and 2 of these at 15. Yeah, I think that'll look really sharp on this car. That's a big wheel. Look at that thing. Okay, we'll get started over here while those... there'll be one more tire to do after that one finishes. Damn it. Double-clicked in the wrong place. That third wheel should be done. I'm almost certain of it. Yep. I'm going to have to compare those against the other wheels to make sure I got the right size. It always seems, though, that when I start something on the balancer, if I go away and do something else, the balancer finishes faster than it does if I just stand here and watch it. If they ever do get around to releasing a new version of the game, like, I don't know, Car Mechanic Simulator 2021, because I was thinking about this the other day. They went, what, 3 years? They went from 15 to 18. So 18, 19, 20, 21 would be 3 more years. So maybe we'll get a new version of the game in 2021. But I would love to have, you know, more room in the garage and more mounting and balancing equipment so I could do more than just one wheel at a time. Okay, oh, you know what? I was going to look at these first and make sure that I didn't screw it up. So 205 70 15, 205 70 15, 255 60 16. So yeah, we got the tires all right. I think these wheels are going to look a lot better. 16s in the back. Yeah, it definitely looks better than the plain Jeep Willys wheel. And it doesn't even look so big that it, like, overwhelms the wheel well. I guess I repaired the steering rack. I didn't notice it go by when I was punching through the repairs. But I'm pretty sure I didn't buy one, and there it is. So we must have been able to repair the existing one. Yeah, I definitely like that. It looks a hell of a lot better than it did. Yeah, that was a good call. I'm really pleased with how that came out. It's definitely not a street car. I'm going to put it on the floor. Look at the way it settled down. I love that. Where are we at now? 35 grand, and I think it was about 5,000 at the beginning. It's probably not going to be worth a huge amount of money because of the race car nature of it. But it should be pretty cool. See what kind of a... What the hell? Really? Since when? That was super weird. No. I wonder if that fender is something that goes... I mean, was it something that was around like the tail light? Or is it something that maybe it's something that goes underneath here? This is really bothering. This is really bothering me that I can't find that piece. I don't think it's anything that's inside there. Yeah, it's not any of these pieces. Oh, that's super weird. Global body condition 95%. Rear left fender. What in the heck is that supposed to be? Anyway, I could spend a lot of time messing with it, but I'm not going to. So we'll get this engine. Looks like it's not complete by any stretch of the imagination, but there's a lot to it, and we should be able to reuse a bunch of this stuff. Junk the things that we're not going to reuse. I can see a rocker arm on the left side there. There isn't one on the right. I can see some push rods, and all that stuff will have to go. All that stuff will have to go away. And let's see. Yeah, these carburetors. See, we'll replace all this stuff because these will all be performance replacements. Same thing. It even has manifolds on it. This is like the most complete junkyard engine I've ever seen. Because a lot of times I get them, and it's just the engine block and the crankshaft, and nothing else. This has a lot on it. It's going to have pistons in it too. Yeah, you knew it was going to have pistons because it had both heads on it. Okay, so now we just need to bang through this stuff. I'm going to get rid of the things. I'm going to get rid of this stuff. Because all that stuff is junk, and we wouldn't be reusing any of it. Get our bearing caps, because there weren't any in there, so we need 8 of those and 3 of these. We're going to need the pulleys, because the water pump pulley and the crankshaft pulley are not repairable. We'll grab pistons and spark plugs. And we need V8 OHVC camshaft. The carburetors, I believe, are the H. Probably should have gotten rid of this stuff as I went. Yeah, there's that camshaft. Carburetor H. And carburetor H, A, and B. Because these engines are V8 OHVC on the bottom, but V8 OHVH on the top. And we'll get heads, manifolds. Let's see, there it is. We're going to need alternator I6B and pump F. I bought push rods, didn't I? I'm beginning to think I didn't. Nope, I didn't. Did I buy the spark plugs? I know I sold them. Yeah, I did. Okay. And then we need to buy these arms, because the arms are, of course, not repairable, like so many other things. And we'll need the oil pan. But this engine does not use the OHV oil filter. It uses the standard V8 oil filter. And then we need engine head covers. These are the Plymouth ones. And where's the other one? There it is. Need air filter. We have a base, but I'll bet it's going to be not repairable, so we'll just buy a new one. And I'm going to need spark plug wires. Get rid of that, and that, and that, and that. And that. Timing chain F. Serpentine belt. So there's 2 of these. Got A and B. I think it's actually Radfan B. It might be V8 OHV. It's one of those things I'm not sure of. Need the ignition stuff and the wires. No. IG. Ignition coil, distributor, cap, rotor, wires V8H, and I'm going to need clips. So I can sell that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Got to replace that cam gear. Probably going to have to go ahead and replace that crankshaft too. Yeah, I'm just going to buy a new one because this other one is like 9%. Yeah, that's not going to be repairable. And that leaves us with 3 pieces that we might be able to reuse. Happy, happy, joy, joy. And I'm in the wrong place. There we go. You know what? It just occurs to me that I don't have a fuel filter. Because I'm pretty sure I didn't buy one. Nope. And I thought about it too. The last time I was in the performance store, I thought I need to buy a fuel filter. And then I got sidetracked fooling around with ignition heads and stuff. Doesn't it look so different though? I mean, when you start on a rusted out hunk of junk, and then you rebuild it perfect, it's just like, wow, it's such a difference. The contrast is amazing. It was Radfan B. Should have known. And once again, I have built out the front of the engine without touching anything else. It's probably not the way you're supposed to build these things. This is something I like about doing this engine, though. I mean, it has push rods and rocker arms, but it doesn't have the 16 individual rocker arms. It just has the 2 rocker assemblies. Much less tedious to put together. I mean, this bolting in of all the cam bearings, the crankshaft and the cam bearings, not cam bearings. This is the connecting rod bearing. This is like the most bolting of individual bits that you'll do on one of these engines. I have to remember to buy a starter. I have to remember to buy a starter as well. It occurs to me that I don't have one. Okay, excellent. Do love it when you have all the parts that you need and everything just comes together super easy. That's really the way to do it. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. We're almost finished too. Air filter, and that's it. I think that's a new record for one of these. I wasn't timing it, but I'm pretty sure I got that together really quick. Why did I put that over there? I don't know. Okay, so first things first. And we'll send it up in the air. And while it's going up, we will buy ourselves a starter. Okay, doke. And let's see, I need to click on that. There we go. Oh, look at that. Do you see that? I just noticed this right here. That means there's an, and there's, oh, yep, there's the other one. I would have caught that before. I mean, I would have caught that eventually. But it happened to be right there where I was looking when I was installing the starter. And I saw that ghost image. And it's like, oh, I see you. And that should be it. If I could just figure out what the hell that left rear fender is supposed to be. Because that is killing me. I mean, sometimes in some mods it's like the gas cap. Or it's the tail light. Or something. Am I in? Yeah. I'm in assemble mode. If there's a ghost image, I should be able to see it. I don't see squat. No. Yeah, I don't know. The car should be like not quite 100, but it's close. Let's go ahead and test it, see what we've got. It's probably going to be like 800 horsepower. I definitely could get the shaker in there. Does it have, no, it doesn't have the shaker as an option. Maybe the supercharged V8 would fit in there too. I don't think it would. No, I think the supercharged V8 would clip through that hood. It's actually a little bit higher than I expected. That's pretty darn good. We have to take this thing out and drive it. I mean, with the slick tires and the big, powerful engine, it's bound to be. It's meant to be a race car. So let's see what it can do. Got too many cars in here now. Okay. Get outside. Give you a nice view of the chain link fence. I'm really pleased with how it looks, though. I mean, the black and yellow and the tires and the wheels, I'm really pleased with how it looks. So let's see. I think it's probably going to top out around 150. Since we didn't fool around with the gearing. Come on, stay in the lane. No? Whoa, 170? It's tracking pretty straight now. It's kind of bouncy and wobbly. That's weird. It tracked in a nice straight line there toward the end. 169 miles an hour. Yeah, that's nice. That's better than I expected. I mean, we could undoubtedly get it much higher than that. Okay, cool. I'm pretty pleased with how that worked out. I want to move you there. And let's move you here. And that way we can get inside of it. Yeah, I'm definitely pleased with it. It definitely came out really nice. I like it a lot. I mean, I like it a lot in the sense that I'm pleased with how it looks after the work we put into it. It's not a car that I want to keep because I'm not really into race cars. But this is, what is it now? It's 61,000. I think it was about $5,000 when I started working on it. So yeah, that's pretty good. I'm not going to sell it right now. I want to take some time to try to figure out what the heck that missing body part is, because it's really bugging me that I can't figure it out. So I will find that part and install it so that I can sell it at 100%, and we can all be happy. And then next time we'll work on one of the Camaros, because I'm really dying to see what they look like when they're all put together. So I'll go ahead and wrap this up here. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Oops. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you here again for our next Junkyard adventure. So on that note, bye for now.